When Asante was just here to do that collab with me, the duet we sang of A Whole New World, she asked me if I ever wear the same shirt twice. Which I was really glad to hear, because the mythology that I want to convey to my viewers is that I don't. That I have just infinite shirts that I wear specifically for topics and feelings of my videos. But it's not true. I do actually repeat my shirts. Like, right now I'm wearing my Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Squished into a S'more shirt, which I'm sure that I've worn at some point before. I don't recall specifically when, but I think I did. I'm not planning on talking about Ghostbusters today, but I have been kind of feeling like a squished marshmallow man, so let's go with that. Happy Monday, Paul Talkers. Prior to that collab video that I did with Asante, I hadn't posted a video in about a week and a half. That's not really that long of a time, but I experienced that pause right when I had all these plans for videos that I wanted to put up. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, you probably figured out that it was because I was going through a bout of depression. My depression never really goes away. I just have ups and downs. I have been in therapy. I've seen a psychiatrist who did diagnose me with depression and gave me some pills at the time. This was between high school and college. And so I feel comfortable saying that I have depression. But I wanted to make this video not to tell you my depression story. I wanted to make this video because I mentioned on Twitter that I feel bad sometimes. I'm sure that people who see what I do, online in particular, think, well, why can he do one thing but not another thing, and then he just says it's because of depression? And I wanted to address that. Just like every other aspect of what it means to be human is different for the individual, my way of being depressed might not be the same way as someone else's way of being depressed, and different things will affect me differently than they might affect you. Can I tweet all day while I'm depressed? Absolutely. And I will probably try to make jokes, because that is a way in which I can kind of take care of myself. If I can make jokes about the world, I can feel better enough to get on with things to a certain degree. Can I respond to a long email? Probably not. Something about that 140 character limit in Twitter, I can do that. That's like Kimmy Schmidt's doing something for 10 seconds. I can do that. Tackling an email or any sort of long correspondence or a conversation with someone, it is daunting. If I have to do it, I can do it, but it is hard. And particularly during weekdays when I'm trying to do that all day long for my day job, interacting with my coworkers and my boss, by the end of the day, I often have nothing left to do those difficult interactions with people. Or you might wonder, why can I do a collab with Asante, but I can't post a vlog of my own? I mean, I am posting this vlog, hopefully, but there's something about feeling like I have to do it for me that makes me less compelled to do it than doing something for a friend. That's not a good way to be. I should be my own friend. I should consider myself as important as my friends. But in practice, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm working on it. Or you might wonder, how can I do live shows on weekends and not post vlogs? Well, those are very different for me. For vlogs, like this one, I have to kind of figure out what I want to say and put it all on camera and then edit myself saying it in a way that I feel comfortable sharing with the world. In my live shows, which you'll notice that I only ever do with a co-host or multiple co-hosts, it's easier for me because I just feel like I'm putting my co-host on display for you to see and hear what they say and learn about them. Yeah, I talk a lot, but I'm talking a lot to try to keep the conversation going and engage my co-host and promote them and let you see what they have to offer. And I can do that. I can do that without stumbling too much. I mean, there are still plenty of pauses and ums and likes and misspeaks, misspokens, I say things wrong in the live shows, but that's kind of the nature of a live show, so it doesn't bother me, and then I can just leave it on the internet and it's okay. And it might seem weird that I can't do one thing, but I can do other things. The circumstances trigger reactions in my head where I feel like I can do it, or that I have to do it, or that I just want to hide under the covers and not do anything at all. And it's different from situation to situation. It's hard for someone who doesn't have depression, and specifically my depression, to see what the differences are in those circumstances, but they're there. And I just wanted to convey to you that's what's happened to me in case you were wondering what's happened to me for the last week and a half. And I debated not making this video because it's kind of boring, and I'm probably lots of other YouTubers have done similar videos, but I think that it's important to keep on bringing up the conversation about mental illness, that many people have it, they're perfectly fine people. Mental illness is just a chemical imbalance in your body, and you deal with it. And it doesn't make you a bad person, and there shouldn't be a stigma on it. It's just a thing that people have to deal with, and I wanted to tell you about it. Do you have a mental illness that you struggle with as well? Let me know in the comments the sort of things that you go through. Does my description of what I go through make sense to you? Let me know, or tell me anything that matters in the comments, because I want to know what matters to you. If you like my talking about mental illness, I'm sure that I will do it again. So please subscribe so that you don't miss my future videos about this topic. I don't really know if my statement about feeling like a squished marshmallow man translates into I have depression, but that's what I meant it to translate to. Whether I made any sense or not, I hope that you at least will click on the like button below, because that does help me out. And thank you so much for making it to the end of my vlog. I really appreciate it. This is the part where I say that tomorrow will be even better.